wait. Oh, I just want to say that Super Ego is the best company in the world, and all the drivers lied, right? And the Serbian president is awesome, and all the drivers need to go and sign up with Super Ego because they're the greatest company in the world. And if any of these Serbian trucking companies want to do investments in the Polish trucking show online, please don't hesitate to call me. But Super Ego is the best. All right, let's do this shit though, honestly. All right, there should be some people jumping on here shortly, hopefully. So we're gonna see that. Some people, dude, so many people are messaging me. Holy shit, bro. Like, I can't even keep up with my notifications. Is it worth getting P-van this day and age, like a transit van? This is not a Sprinter van show, unfortunately, bro. Okay, wait, we got, don't even try it. All right, maybe this is the guy or not. Hello. Okay, he's jumping on. We'll see what's going on. Hello. Hello.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but you gotta turn the music off, bro.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a safe spot, let's call it that, because the story that I'm about to tell you is kind of weird
Is there any way you
and
could like step away
semi-dangerous.
from because we hear just a bunch of background music, bro, and it's gonna ruin it.
Yep, sure. Just a
Please.
second.
Awesome. Dude, I've never talked to so many Serbian people in my life, bro. Like in my life, like so many Serbian people are hitting me up. This is crazy, and none of them with investments, bro. Where's my Serbian investments? Jesus Christ, what's going on here, dude? Okay, hopefully this guy jumps back on because allegedly he has some really good stuff to fill us in on. I'm super interested in this. Like, if trucking was ever gonna have a movie, this would definitely be like at the time where trucking. This is like a great thing, you know, like money laundering, accidents. Like, dude, just crazy stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? This is what it is, man. Like, this. This is gonna be the super ego trucking movie, I think.
Hey, yo, is it better now?
No, we can still hear the music in the background, bro. Oh, wait, a little better. A little
Yep.
better. Okay, there you
All
go.
right. Yeah, so the first thing, man, I'm not sure are you aware, bro, but you got into some really, really, really nasty stuff.
Yeah,
Are you aware of that? Like, I mean, even if this live goes viral in any sense or matter, like, you're gonna be in a big problem. And I'm telling you this as a friend. Like, trust me.
why? What's
The
up? Are
the
the Serbians are gonna come after me, bro, or what's going on here?
No, but there is one guy. Let's call him Oscar.
Okay,
Serbians will know who Oscar is.
but what about for
You
us
can also
non-Serbians?
do,
We want to know who Oscar is. So what does Oscar
yeah.
do? Could you tell us
I
like what Oscar does, or what's Oscar's little?
I believe I believe you do, and I believe your viewers also want to know.
Yes.
But uh, there is something called Serbian equivalent of the FBI,
Okay. The
and we are
Secret
still
Service,
here.
whatever. Is
So,
that what they're talking about?
what? Sorry,
Is that like the Secret Service you guys are talking about, kind of stuff that all the Serbian people are talking about here?
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's call it a secret service, not gangsters and mafia.
Got it.
So, yeah, but like the Oscar is the one that's running all of the things in Serbia. If you just Google some of the protests in Serbia for the past year and a half, you will understand who Oscar is pretty quickly.
Okay.
Uh, so the thing is, concerning the superego, uh, you already heard about the Mimic guy.
Yes.
That's yeah.
There's two Mimiches, right? There's
So
two of them, or one of them. No, wait. The president and
uh,
him and his brother they got the same last name, and then the Mimich is the guy that was the front man, right?
exactly,
Okay, got it.
exactly, yeah. So they're the godchildren of Oscar,
Okay.
and they are kind of just placed there. They're not the real boss. The real boss is the Oscar. That's completely known, and that's not like something that's hidden in any sort of way. Everyone that worked for Superego knows that, and that's how should I say this? It's not advised to anyone to talk about that part.
Mm-hmm.
Neither was it advised for me, but to be honest, like this has gotten out of control. I worked for Superego for a month. 2 weeks were the trial period where you just sit there and see what they're doing, like the usual dispatch service.
Mm-hmm.
And after 2 weeks, they place you in the chair, and I just couldn't deal with it because I saw what they did. And yep, there was a lot of stealing, a lot of cutting, a lot of false invoices and so forth that were never there. I will give you an example. I only got my first salary and just went off. I already had 2 years of experience in the dispatch and I didn't want to stay there.
Okay.
So I worked in 2022, I believe, as soon as the COVID stopped. And back then there were cutting ways that they uh, kind of enforced on the drivers. But after that, since 2 years ago, they stopped cutting the drivers and they went on full stealing on the invoices. You
Okay.
know, false invoices like, oh, you had a flat tire while the driver didn't have any flat tires or any sort of mechanic that needed to be done. Uh, but for example, my case was they said that 25% of every load needed to be cut.
So is it true
So
they
if
had a
the
sign
driver,
above their door that said like 25% or some shit when they walk in, or is that bullshit?
no, it's not a sign. No. Like,
Okay.
to be honest, it was quite different. Every PC had a note under it. Driver is the boss. So whatever driver says, we have to listen to it. So the drivers can get a false assessment of the situation, because if we obey whatever they say and we do something completely different, then he just thinks that maybe the market is bad or maybe the brokers are sticklers and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of a psychological warfare with the drivers. Sorry, I'm kind of climbing here.
Good.
So where if the driver says, oh, I want to go to California, for example, we need to get him a load for California no matter what. But for that to happen, we needed to cut them 25%, and then they would cut them uh, their own part on the invoice, false tire and so forth. On my driver,
Oh, you're kind of. Is there any way you could talk more into the phone? Sorry, because you're a little quiet.
yep. Okay, do you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, so the thing is, I had a driver named Julio. I took him out of Super Ego as soon as I could. I took his phone number and all that, because you start with one driver, then two drivers, five drivers, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But for the 2 weeks that I was there, I only had Julio there, and I took his phone number and they took him out of Super Ego. And they invoiced him at the end of the week for, I don't know, have you ever heard of this? But I never have since then or before that. They said motor swap, engine swap. And I was like, what the hell is engine swap?
Well, it's when
They
they
said,
replaced the
you
engine.
just tell him that we swapped his engine. And I was like, well, you didn't, guys. Like, come on.
Wait, how much is that charge?
We cannot play like that.
$30,000?
It was like 15. And he made, like, I grossed him for 9,400 something. And they said, oh, but we're going to do him a favor. We're going to split it in 3 different checks. I was
Okay.
like, but you didn't swap it. You didn't swap his engine. Like, what are you doing? And they were like, no, you just tell them we swapped it. What actually happened is that the previous driver had an engine swap in that truck, and that driver left the company, so they just placed
The next driver
the
took the
invoice
blame.
from the previous driver to the next one. That's something that they did constantly, and they did it regularly, on a regular basis. The thing that I know, have you heard? How many trucks does Super Ego have? What do you think?
Like Super Ego themselves, or you mean like spread across all the companies?
Spread across all of the companies that they have.
I don't know. I've had to guess a couple thousand, right?
Well, they have registered around 1,700 trucks.
Okay.
That's the registered ones. Now, that's what I heard on the documentary that's gonna come out on Sunday as well, but that's not completely true. They have way more. They have way more. They have about 17,000 trucks.
But the rest are not insured, I take it.
not just not insured. Their VIN numbers have been completely scraped off, and they typed in the similar one. I mean, the same ones that were actually insured.
Damn, that's
So
pretty smart, dude. So
yeah,
that you're double insuring the trucks, if not triple insuring.
probably more like tripling. So you insure one truck, and you have a VIN number, and then you just scrape it off, and you mm, kind of pressure it for a new one, and you have practically a new truck on the same insurance.
So as long as two of them don't crash at the same time, you should be good to go.
Oh yeah, like I mean, they just need to, be on their own part of the road. Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's kind of the situation that they did. I didn't hear that in documentary, so maybe they missed that. But that's from the dispatcher perspective, what I've heard, and also what they did. As I understand, the guy said about million or 2 million a week that they kind of stole, which
Jesus
isn't too
Christ.
far off. But like, yeah, I mean, if you take into the account, let's say that average load is $1,000 a day, let's call it like that, and you take 25% of each load, that's $250 a load a day, and you take that into 7 days, so you get pretty decent amount of money from one truck.
And
Now,
how much do the dispatchers get to keep of this? If if you don't mind me asking.
mm, yeah, so when I worked there, because you need to work there at least 3 months in order to get the percentage of every cut. I didn't get to experience that because I was feeling sick to my stomach because of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you get around, as I remember, 10% of every 25% that you get.
Okay.
So if you took $250, you get $25.
And
But
that's good for in
everyone
Serbia,
has
right?
like, no, I mean, we're not like that third world country where, mm, you live off of $20 a month, like
Well, yeah, but if you do
we're not
$25 10
Venezuela.
times, $250, you know what I mean? So you're probably getting more than that. So I mean,
Exactly.
but
That's
dispatchers are
what they
getting
wanted.
paid pretty good out there for considering for being in
That's
Serbia.
what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to tell you. So if you have like 10 drivers on your fleet, and you take at least $25 from each one, then you have $250 a day plus your base salary that's around, let's say, $2,000.
Hmm. For a
So
month, though, just so people understand, $2,000 for the month, right?
yeah, $2,000 a month
Yeah.
for the dispatch fixed salary plus $25 a day from each driver. So you can count that in like, how much is that? $250 times
Yeah, 750 plus
seven.
250, 1250 a week.
Yeah. So yeah,
Wait, more. Seven, five, no,
a week.
a
No,
thousand,
no,
thousand, no,
more, more, more.
1750 a week for in Serbia. That's
1750,
yeah,
and then times four, because you have
week.
4 weeks in a month plus a base salary. Yeah, you
Damn, so
get
the
around
Serbian
eight or
dispatchers out there
nine thousand
driving
bucks.
BMWs and stuff out there, dude, and because that's good
Uh,
living conditions out there.
yeah. To be honest, like I mean, most of the dispatchers there are kids.
Hmm.
Like, and when I say kids, I don't mean like underage, but like, like 20, 21 year old kids, that are high school dropouts,
Yeah,
and they just want to get a fast way of earning money, but that's why they have so many freight guards. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the situation. But
so how does that work with
when
the
it
freight
got
guards?
there,
So how are they getting still freight from brokers? So does this go back to, because a lot of people have been telling me a lot of shit. So what I'm understanding is that they have a lot of brokers paid off right in their pockets, and they do like Telegram groups to get a lot of loans that are not even on the boards, and then they get those loads from those brokers, and then they give it to the drivers, and then they cut them. Is that kind of how it works as well, or how does it work to book the
well,
loads?
no, 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 no. Like, I mean, I'm gonna get so fucked
You're already
because of
fucked,
this.
boys.
Because
Just get fucked all the way,
yeah,
dude. It's okay. Don't worry about
yeah,
it.
but like, I mean, because I'm still a dispatcher, I'm probably gonna have problems with these brokers. But like big houses, if you take into the account the big house like CH Robinson,
Uh-huh.
Echo, um uh, Arrive, RXO, and
RXO.
so forth, like all of those brokers are working with Super Ego, and they have specialized boards for them, like special loads for specifically Super Ego drivers, because they know that they fix their clocks. They know that their drivers will drive 20 hours a day.
And
Like
make a
they're
1,000 miles overnight.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like they have specialized boards for Super Ego drivers, and probably a lot of Indian carriers. Like uh, mm, I've heard from an Indian coworker that worked for the other company that did completely legit stuff. Like that's out of the question. They're completely fine and everything.
Hmm.
But he said that he worked for an Indian company that's a carrier that also has like 7 or 8 thousand trucks, and it's the same story as Super Ego in Serbia. Now, for your viewers' references, like India and Serbia are like 2,500 miles apart. Like we're not even close. Like
Yeah.
don't mix us whatsoever. But like the scammers in Africa are as well. They also have specialized boards from CH, from Echo, from Arai,
Now, what do you mean by
from
specialized
RXO.
boards?
Well, for example, if you saw a load on that,
Hmm.
and that load said, okay, so you pick up in, let's say, Columbus, Ohio, and you need to get to Houston by tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Hmm.
And you're like, okay, but currently it's like 5 p.m. And they said, well, yeah, like, but you need to be there at 5 a.m. You're going to be like, well, that's 1,300 miles. Like, that's not possible. And they're going to say, well, okay, we have someone that's going to do that, because they don't want to hear those excuses from us legit carriers that are actually caring about our drivers, you know. That's why they have specialized boards for hot loads that are actually paying awesome money.
Yeah, that's what I
They
heard. They pay
get,
pretty good, right? Like they were paying pretty good. And then, but
oh
then
yeah,
the
yeah,
brokers
yeah.
are obviously paid in their pocket, right, for saving those loads for those companies. And I mean, that's how the shit works, right? One hand washes the other. But yeah, that's crazy, man. I didn't know that shit goes that deep. Just so whoever just tuning in right now, just so kind of we recap, right? So we got a fake name Oscar, right? So he's in charge of everything. And then you're saying the people under him. So I just want to kind of get back into the whole thing. So the people under him are they really his god kids, or you're just saying that like, or they
No,
just
no, no, no,
okay?
no, no. They're actually his God's kids, like
Oh, so they are his god kids. Okay.
legit. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like if you take just one search for Serbian protests, like I've said, you would know who Oscar is. Like I'm not even joking. Like whatever you Google on Serbian protests for last year and a half, that's the guy. I cannot tell anything more about it because I will get fucked legally here. But like I gave you all of the information
Yeah, I'll
needed
take a
to
look
do
at it.
your own
So
research.
so then how
Yeah.
so we're okay, so we're linking it them and then so we got the other the president under him, right? And then the Mimich guy was the front guy for the trucking
Yep.
companies in the US or just for Super Ego, right? In the US.
I mean, he was the main guy for Super Ego in general and all of the MCs
Oh,
around
all
it.
the
Like
MCs.
I
Okay, so
know
he was the
all
charge
of
of the
them,
whole. Okay,
all of them.
understood. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I mean, I don't know. Are you kind of familiar with the MC's situation in Super Ego?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago, bro. So yeah, I kind of get I get it a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. So like the first thing that I've kind of got flabbergasted by when I got to Super Ego was the amount of MCs that they have. Like that's bonkers. Like I did one company prior to Super Ego with two MCs, but it was still like a legit company. Like they
Yeah,
only had two MCs because they bought it and so forth, but everything was legal. They didn't cut the drivers, didn't give them false invoices and so forth. But these guys, these motherfuckers, man, they had 14 MCs. 14
and that's
MCs
only what's
under one
under. That's only probably that's like the Jordan one. That's probably the EJ Holdings one, and a couple of whatever the
Windy City
Cordon.
and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, but then that shit goes even deeper, right? Where it spreads into the other like the same shit as them, but like the bigger ones, right? Like the other bigger ones that are still all tied together, even though they're not running under the Super Ego umbrella technically, right?
Yep, exactly. And also what you need
And that
to
hold on,
know,
just one more
like, I
question. And that
mean,
Mimic guy's in charge of those too, like the other ones as well, not just the ones that are
yep,
under Super Ego. Okay,
yep.
understood.
I
Okay,
mean, he of course has his managers. He has a main manager for this MC. He has this manager for this MC, and then that manager has his own 5 managers for 5 boards, and those 5 managers have 10 managers for 20 people in their crew and so forth. Like I mean, it runs really deep. So let's say Oscar, then Mimic or whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's say 14 managers for 14 MCs, and then those 14 MCs, each of them has at least
Couple
5
more.
managers of the fleet, and then you have at least 20 dispatchers under those managers, and all of those dispatchers
Are in the
do
same building.
everything under the same building, and they all work for 14 MCs at the same time.
Got it. So now,
Yeah,
so how is it working with the brokers then? Okay, so I understand. Like I don't understand how all this shit works, right? But then if you're booking all these brokers never check if it's the same signs picking up the truck. Because like right now that shit's crazy, right? Like a lot of shippers are checking signs. You got to send pictures of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So are they even booking up the load board at all, or are they just these are all just connections where nobody's gonna give a fuck? They could pick up under any MC that they don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did work there 4 years ago, so the story was not like that deep. Yeah, so you could actually book a load off the DAT. It was hard as hell, and like you couldn't do anything with your MC. Like I would call, for example, Avenue, and they would just tell me to fuck off. Like a completely logical thing to do if you see like 5 different freight guards under one MC, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So. But some of the new brokers that just got into the market, they were not aware of those things, so they would actually allow Super Ego to do their stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So
because I've seen right
kind
now
of,
that they're turning them. I don't know how true this is because again, this is all just online stuff. But I guess like shippers are turning them away today after like this week after like seeing the 60 minutes thing. So like they're getting like turned away like as shippers and shit like that, and customers are dropping them.
yeah, for example, I've gotten to the situation with one broker today. I'm now. This is crazy. Just because they're turning their drivers away, I get a quote from a broker. I'm not sure should I say their name, but there's also a deeper story into the brokerage of Super Ego, which I didn't hear into the documentary that I will tell you later. So I booked a load, and we got to the shipper around 1 p.m. and they told us that our appointment is 1:30. So, sorry, 9:30 a.m. So I contacted the broker and I asked what happened, and they said, well, just register as Windy City driver. And I was like, well, we're not a Windy City driver and we won't do that, so who the hell are you guys? And it turned out that it was a Super Ego brokerage that got turned their truck got turned off from the shipper, and they wanted to, you know, have another carrier just do the load. The thing is that the whole Super Ego department is really well organized. Like there's no flaw in it. If we're gonna talk about criminal activity, they did their stuff. Like they knew what they were doing. They have brokerage, like for example, when you ask yourself for the market on Friday, why did the market drop? Like there's no reason to get dropped. Well, it's the companies like Super Ego that already booked thousands of loads, and I'm not even joking. Like those are thousands of loads. They just go onto the DAT under the completely clean MC, which I don't know which MC that is, and they book all of the loads and then they resell it, and they resell it for less money, and they drop the market, so they are double.
But those MCs don't last long, probably. I'm guessing, right? They get fucking burned up really quick.
Well, no, because there are enough clean carriers like your MC or my MC that are actually doing the work. And when you're stuck on Friday, let's say in Wisconsin, like you will get a load whichever comes to you. You will look for the best opportunity, of course. But like, I mean, if the load pays enough to pay for the gas and get some money for the driver, you're just gonna take it and you will do a good job on it. So we actually
So they
do
pull the same shit as Russian Landstar?
something like that, yeah.
Okay.
But they are booking the loads, and then they are reselling it for way less money. For example, a load that paid them $4,000, they would resell it to you for 2,000 because they already bought 1,000 loads for that same lane. And what you gonna do with it, you know?
Got it. So that's it's crazy, man. Like I mean, this goes so deep. Like I'm definitely gonna start researching this a little bit. I don't know. It just seems to me like one of those, like it seems like a mobster movie, like in trucking, which is pretty cool. Kind of like shit that interests me.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of scared of the war between these two countries. But what you gonna do?
Yeah, it's gonna be all right. Hold on, we got. Is this 6OM? Are you Serbian, bro? Is he even there? And then
How you doing, guys?
What's going on, man? You Serbian?
No, not Serbian. I'm a Russian.
Uh-oh. You work for Russian Landstar?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
You work for Russian Landstar?
Yeah. I do. No,
Huh?
I'm not. Listen, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Can I sell my MC number with the DOT?
Whoa.
No,
Yeah.
you talking about
No,
talking about the
I'm
MC?
joking. I'm joking, bro. I'm sure
Yeah.
I don't know about now. They changed the law, so you got to be careful how you do it. But right now we're talking about like the super ego thing, though, bro. Sorry, because I don't want to. You know, what I mean, I gotta let you go, and I gotta get some Serbians on here or somebody that's related to super ego. Unfortunately, the show's only dedicated to that today, man. So I apologize, man. Good luck selling your MC. Look for some Telegram groups, man. Have a good one. FHFY, you on here, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm driving home right now.
What's up, bro? I know you got some I know you be selling these loads to Super Ego, you dirty bastard. What do you got going on over there, bro?
No, so what I have isn't necessarily about Super Ego. Super Ego's actually been P&L to my system. I work with a very large brokerage. They've been P&L'd since around 2018.
Holy shit.
Some of their other shell companies, I do believe, may be in the system, but I need a list of MCs to check that. Bobby, if you can get that over to me, I can let you know tomorrow. But what I wanted to touch on just really quickly, I'll hop off, let somebody else talk about Super Ego, but there's a very, very similar type of company that one of the so-called chameleon carriers that everyone's talking about now. I mean, that's been such an open secret for so long. At the brokerage that I work for, there's a customer of our brokerage that is a very, very, very well-known LTL carrier. You would see these carriers. I mean, if you saw the name of it,
bro, who is it? You can't just jump on here and tease us. What is it?
I mean, it's probably the biggest LTL carrier in the country.
The biggest LTL carrier in the country, like fucking Saya or something. It's not even Saya.
Yes, like one of those types of companies. They would hire the Tutash Express, which is a chameleon carrier that just got black flagged by the FMCSA.
Yeah, it was switching the signs.
Yeah, they would hire them on the same loads that the other guy was talking about with Super Ego, how they would have specialized boards. It would be that account, and they would be running with power onlys with, changing the signs, wiping the ELD.
Yep.
Load picks up in Atlanta and needs to drop off in Los Angeles and back to Atlanta in 2.5 days. And they have the branded trailers on the back of the power units for these. So if you ever wonder how your actual express LTL gets somewhere in a day and a half, 2 days, that's how.
No shit. Well, I'm obviously not gonna say where you work at, but do you guys at your place have these specialized fucking boards for these guys too?
Every person at our company has their own board. So I only work with my customers. I know at CH it's a little bit different because at CH what they do is they actually automated a lot of things. So like, let's say you have, we have these 3 accounts. They're all the same area, like we have Columbus, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding of CH Robinson is that they have, 3 Columbus, Ohio brokers. They all combine their accounts so they can use the same carrier base and just beat trucks down to crazy low levels so that they can, run more volume. But to answer your question, no, we don't have specialized boards in terms of, Super Ego can take these loads because they are, it's broker by broker. So that's just one instance I've found in our system with that very large LTL company that I noticed. But there's brokers all over that do this, that only hire Chameleon carriers because they have these sketchy team loads,
Yeah.
Pick up in New Jersey everyone, it's a big, huge open secret in the brokerage industry. Everybody knows who you can call
Well, I
to
mean,
book.
it's out there in the
You have
open in the load
relationship
boards.
with-
I mean, they'll post like a Chicago to Atlanta, right? Like pick up like, just say even like at noon and delivers next day, like 8, 9 a.m. I mean, right there, you can't legally make it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so like I don't even think it's a secret. I mean, it's just open on the load boards. Like, I mean, I think everybody at this point knows that people are, having favorable ELDs at this point, right? So like you're saying, like the brokers know too, right? So like, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But like when this guy started talking about like, you say he's still on. We still got to talk to him more about like the VIN number shit. That's crazy, bro. I never even thought about it. That's pretty smart, dude. Just fucking VIN number the same truck 3 times, dude. You got 3 trucks for the price of one on insurance, and pray to God it doesn't crash at the same time somewhere, dude. Damn, look at that. We're learning, bro. This is like prison right now, dude. We're like learning like criminal activities in prison, dude. How to succeed in trucking.
Yeah, but I've got to tell you something, man. Like, I mean, most of the truck drivers in Super Ego or any of their MCs are actually the guys that, let's say, swam over the Atlantic and they come to the US illegally, and they don't even have like citizenship, they don't have a green card, nobody knows that they actually live, and they get like $150 of cash advance, and they're like completely happy with it because they send $50 to their family in Venezuela, and they live like kings there, and he lives off of $100 that's left from cash advance, and he drives. Like, I mean, that's how they do things. So yeah, plus like a huge amount of drug addicts, like a huge amount of drug addicts, like
That's what a lot of
SAP
people have been
drivers
DMing
and
me the
so-
same shit,
yeah.
dude. That's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
like, I mean, so they just hired the people that actually can be influenced on the, and that they can actually steal money from, because those guys don't know any better, and to be honest, like, they accepted the terms. Like, I don't believe that any truck driver or anyone in this industry would actually willingly go into Super Ego and think, oh yeah, I'm gonna make so much money. Like, that's not a situation, and
to
everyone
drug addicts
is
in
aware
the
of it for the
SAP
past 10
program,
years.
Are they even insuring these guys, or like that's another question because nobody answered that for me.
No.
Yes,
Why would
they are, Bobby. I was there a month ago, man, and my name's Shane. I just left them a month ago because I had a buddy working over there, and he was telling me how good money he could make. I didn't know at first it was for Super Ego. The company that I got hired on by and recruited for was AM Hotshot.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
so I got a Uber to the building, and I noticed it was Super Ego, and I've heard your videos in the past talk about Super Ego. I'm like, damn, what am I getting myself into?
Yeah.
But he sent me paycheck stubs, and it's a revolving door. Most of the people there, they got DUIs, their licenses are bad because they got too many tickets, or they're failing drug tests, and it looks nice, the facility is nice, and they got load boards up inside their driver's lobby with 50 other drivers. They're showing you, okay, you can go take this load from here to there and this and that. I'm like, okay, I can make money off of here. I got there on a Monday. I didn't get a truck until a Wednesday, Thursday, late afternoon.
Mhm.
They said, oh, we have to take care of all of our drivers that we got in from the weekend, and that was 25 drivers. And then they couldn't get me a truck, so I had to fly out to Cleveland, Ohio to pick the truck up. And when I picked the truck up, it was at the Peterbilt dealership. And I told them I wasn't driving the truck. It had a broken windshield. It had no headlights. And Peterbilt told them what was wrong with it, and they didn't want to fix it. They had me hopscotching around for 2 days fixing the truck.
But just an insurance question. But you wouldn't know if you're insured or not, because I mean, they could tell you you're insured. So like, what I'm trying to figure out is like, are they really insuring these drivers? Like, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause, like somebody just brought up in the comments, yeah, the drivers are paying for the insurance, but are they really insured? Did they really like insure you with their company, or are they just fuck? We're getting a lot of calls, man. Hey, please, if you guys are calling in, bro, please make sure it's Super Ego related. I don't want to be an asshole and just hang up on you and shit. but I will do it today. I apologize. So if I accept you guys and you're not super ego related, I am hanging up on you. So that's a warning. Don't be fucking pissed off later. Oh, Bobby's a fucking asshole. Blah 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 blah. That's
I would figure they're insured because my license was good. I thought everything was good because my license is good,
Hey,
and most of their loads are from C.H. Robinson. Like I used their load board once. I live in Birmingham, Alabama. I found a load picking up 20 miles from my house, going to Virginia, and then another pickup on a Sunday going down to Florida. Within 5 minutes, he told me, "Oh, load's gone. I have to get you this load," and it's not worth it.
got it. What's
No,
up?
it's-
Somebody's trying to. What are you trying to say, buddy? Somebody's trying to say something quick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, so-
I worked for them in 21 to 23, but I was one of their repo guys. I was the main guy.
You're the
Or
repo guy.
repoing.
What do you mean repo guy?
These guys signs on and they,
the repossession.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but what do you mean? Like I know what a repo, but like for
so
super ego repo?
these guys leave the truck. It's a walk away lease, so that's usually left at
Recovery.
a
You're the
love
recovery
stop or
recovery driver.
yes.
Okay.
So they usually the drivers don't leave that semi at a Loves or a Pilot. I go fly out to whatever town it is, and I go and pick it up and I bring it back, but usually with a load.
Got it. So what's
Yeah,
your
but
experience?
like I mean, sorry.
All right, you guys get no dead space. Okay, somebody say. Go ahead. You're saying about your recovery guy. So what happened over there, buddy?
No, what I say is mostly is everyone was insured, all the drivers. I know
but
I
how do you
pulled
know?
the paperwork. The reason why I resigned with them is they made a copy of my driver's license and my boss picture was on it.
Oh, because they probably what they do use it as a second. Yeah, but how do you know everybody was insured though? Just because you had a certificate doesn't mean any. I can make you.
No. I know because there was a couple of accidents what they turned in, and the people got settled out.
Well, no, I understand that, but even with accidents, you can work. You can work around it, man. So like I mean, maybe that. Okay, I get what you're saying, but you're saying every single accident that happened, they paid out insurance. Every single one you've seen.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone what I know known and vehicles that has been.
But you don't know if it was a
Damaged.
triple VIN, right? Though you don't know that it could have been another truck with a different VIN number insured as well, too. So
Yeah, no, there's a couple of vehicles what I got where the drivers were completely pissed off with the company. And what they've done is they taken out the ECUs, engine control modules, ECM,
yeah.
sold parts. Some of them burned the semi down to the ground, all that sort of stuff.
What?
So
Yeah.
they're VIN swapping trucks. They're buying old trucks and then just changing the ECU in the VIN over.
No, they got to change the VINs, man. And the engine probably in the truck, so like
Yeah,
They-
the VIN and the ECU.
yeah. Well, I don't even think you got to change the ECU VIN because I don't think anybody, especially with a big company like that, nobody's gonna check it like that. So as long as the VINs are swapped, like you know what I mean, like on the frame,
Yeah.
on the frame, I believe, and then like in the door things and shit like that, I think should be
Yep.
good to go.
Yeah, there was a big yard where most of the crashed semis was it's usually at the trailer yard, and that they got a recovery tow truck, what usually pulled it to different Serbian workshops,
Okay.
and they've done some stuff there. I'm not sure how it was happened. All I know is one day I got pulled over by a DOT officer, and I phoned my manager, and I'm not going to say his name at this moment, but within a couple of seconds, the officer came up to my window after he got a call, and is "You're free to go." So they are connected.
Okay, so it's okay. So far, the insurance claims are getting covered. We have VIN swaps, and then I still can't believe dude. Why would a driver burn down the truck? That wouldn't even make no sense, dude. Like you're gonna just get arrested.
Well, I mean, if
These guys-
you drove, for example, 5,000 miles and your truck and your check came in negative $2,000, like yeah, you would burn your truck down as well.
And mostly what the guys done is they taken, like I said, the ECM, the computer box. They can sell that for $1,000. That thing is maybe $5,000. So they can get on the black market $1,000 back on it. The tires were taken off. differentials has been
Took
taken off.
differentials off?
Yeah,
What the
they
fuck?
sold it. Yeah, they sold it. I mean, that those vehicles I got in was in Pennsylvania and New York. So
Yeah,
they
I mean,
stripped that thing to the last bit.
So what'd you do? Were you driving around with a truck towing it? Or were you trying to fly out there like to
No.
drive it
I
back?
fly out. You never know what state is the vehicle is in when you get there. So they fly me out. I get it. I send a report back that this thing is unable to drive whatsoever. The differentials is off. The tires is off. The engine has been stripped.
So what happens if you fly out there and then the truck's completely fucked? You can't drive it back. You just fly
No,
back
then
home?
they usually send me somewhere else, and they send like a tow. They got their own tow truck. Send that out, and that collects it and take it back to Chicago to the yard.
Okay. It's how long were you doing this for?
About a year and 8 months.
Okay, and then so how many MCs did you see when you're out there fucking picking up these trucks? Probably a lot, right?
Yeah, no, there was a lot, especially in the company. The one is Windy City, and the others I can't remember. This is now in 21, 22 when they first got sued. There was one guy who got totally off his bonkers and came into the place and he cut people up with a chalemba as well in 22.
Where, here in Chicago?
Yeah,
Get out of here. With the what?
with like a bush knife.
Oh
He
shit.
came in there and he started cutting everyone up in the place. But he gone psycho on the people and he cut, I think, one of the guys. And the main guys, they were ex-military people in the office.
Yep.
They grabbed him and get him down. But okay, let's just get the basics down.
Wait, so
for
they had
you
fucking
guys.
military guys at the office just chilling?
oh yeah. They're actually the security guards.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
Hey, you
when
guys,
I worked there,
I really gotta piss really quick. Dude, just you guys keep talking for a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah, that
keep
military guy has
keep the
from
show going. You
Jamaica.
guys got this. I got faith in
His
you.
name is Papa. His nickname is Papa.
yeah, let's not name these guys. They're not the ones.
No,
that
that's
should be messed with.
okay. Yeah, I hear what you say.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, when I worked there, and I worked there only for a month, there was a situation with a driver that, like, I mean, he worked there for, let's say, 5 months, and, like, he lived off of the cash advance for those 5 months, and he parked a truck, and the recovery driver, now this is your part, came to pick up a truck because we all thought that it was abandoned, and there was a big shoot off between the truck driver and the recovery driver, and the driver was shot dead. So there's also those situation where they send those military guys back to recover the trucks for any eventual aggressive types of drivers that can actually shoot a guy, or if they even told, I'm gonna shoot you all, blah blah blah, then they send the military guys.
yeah, I've been.
How many
I've been
military guys were in the office?
No, most of the staff members. Let me put it this way: most of the staff
Wait, hold on,
members.
sorry.
are-
So they said, what happened? What did I miss? Something good? They said I missed something good. I didn't have time to wash my hands, bro. It's okay, dude. I'm here, dude. Damn, dude. Okay, what did I miss? What was good? This was too good to wash my hands. I couldn't waste time on washing my hands, bro. I got to get back, dude. Because I was about to cut. Usually I cut the show early if I got to piss, but not today, bro. We're going deep today. Okay, so sorry. What did I miss?
we just he just spoke about the shooting. What happened with one recovery driver and
Yeah.
you
So
go ahead.
there was
Damn.
one driver for the month that I've been there that caused some big ruckus, and he told him that he will come in the office, he will kill them all, and so forth. Of course, he was pissed because he worked there for 5 months.
Oh,
and
just
he
try
lived
not to
off
use that
of
word
cash
though,
advance.
because they'll restrict the live book. Just go ahead. Just unalive. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Which, sorry, I will try to
Yeah,
be
you're
more
good. You're good. You're good.
polite. So he was threatening everyone that he will do amazing things to them, and so they sent that military guy, and for any aggressive driver, by my opinion, aggressive with a reason, they sent those military guys to recover a truck. when that guy came to pick up a truck, there was a big shoot off between the driver that was sitting in a truck and waited for him, and the driver was shot dead. So
Wait, they had armed military police over
yeah. Like they send a guy with that's armed, so he can recover the truck safely, you know, and like legally speaking, this guy shot first at the recovery driver, so he shot back. So legally speaking, like that's
disconnect that guy.
You could have just muted him. Maybe he was a super ego guy.
You can call back if he wants to respect the show and not fucking drive.
So, by what I understood, because I was shocked with that situation, because I only dealt with legal companies so far, they said, "Oh, that's a usual thing that happens here." So, I mean, some of these things like are. The stories are completely out of this world, and I mean it. The first thing that I came in there, they said, "Oh, if we give you a drug addict, don't expect him to go and pick up a load, or don't expect him to finish his load." And when I said, "Well, why?"
Don't give him no cash advances either, bro. He's gonna be smoking.
Exactly.
Whatever word I can use for that.
Yeah. Why? They said, "Well, we had a few incidences where they just were found after 2 weeks in a truck, let's say sleeping." I don't know how to tell you that without so he OD'd and they found him OD'd 2 weeks afterwards.
Jesus
you know
Christ.
So like so there's no like I mean nice story that came out of Super Ego whatsoever. If you find me one case where someone said they were always right by me, they never effed me over, I mean, I would say, oh, okay, maybe my opinion is wrong. But as I understood, there's not a single story out of 17,000 trucks that at least, and let's say at least 17,000 drivers, that we don't have one single
Bobby, what's
story
up?
that's actually correct.
What's up, buddy? All right, so what's up? I see you were at the Super Eagle.
Yeah, I'm at Super Ego.
You're still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What?
I honestly, I haven't. I mean, yeah, I will say some of the stories that they say about Ego is true, as far as like them stealing money off the
I
top
got
of
a
the
feeling
loads.
Super Eagle got a little dot on him, bro. Is that what's going on? No, I'm joking. Good.
Nah, but no, but I've made money.
He's in the truck right now with the fucking Serbian army over there in the fucking parking lot in Elmhurst. They're like, call in now and say nice.
Fuck no, I swear to God though. But I'm honestly planning my exit, because all this shit that's popping off, you know, and Blitz Week coming up, and I ain't trying to deal with none of that extra shit. But I've been making money here, and me and my dispatcher, we cool. You know, last week I made 43 last Friday. So I mean, I can't speak for nobody else, but
So are you guys seeing
the money there?
Are you guys getting turned down anywhere? Because like I don't like again, I don't know how true this is. So I don't want to like say it's true. But
So are you an owner operator?
Man, I don't even consider myself an owner operator, because this ain't my truck.
So like what is it, like lease to rent?
I'm just leasing it. I'm trying to make my money in debt.
You're trying to make your money in what?
And debt. Leave.
Oh yeah, but so
Yeah.
are you really gonna fucking stick around till like the wheels fall off on this one, bro?
I mean, I thought about it, but I mean, I probably so, honest to God, because the money's there. The money's there, you know. So until they shut it down, I'm gonna stay. Or until somebody start messing with my money. I mean, why would you not? Would you?
You'll be our. I mean, I'd be out of there if honestly, if like I seen that, I'd be gone. But I mean, hey, at least you're gonna be our correspondent, bro. You're gonna let us know what happens until that. Because
Hey man,
reports
I can
saying that
send you
people
a bunch
are
of,
turning them away, like it's shippers and shit, man. Like shippers and customers. Like I heard customers cut them off. Shippers are telling them to not beat it, bro. If you got like a Super Eagle trailer.
what's
or
your
something.
MC, brother?
I ain't saying all that.
You're scared of the red dot, bro. You're scared of the red dot.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do all that, but you know.
Say it. No, I was joking. So okay,
Nah,
you
man.
really gonna wait, bro, until fucking like? But then you're gonna. What are you? A week behind getting paid, or is it 2 weeks behind over there?
No, I ain't behind at all. I get paid every Friday.
Well, yeah, no, but from the week from last week, you get paid the following week, right?
Yes,
So the
week
worst that
behind.
could
Okay, you
happen.
said like that, yeah.
Well, I mean, what the worst that could happen is that you work all the way till a whole week, and then you work till Thursday, and then the fucking feds raided, and then you would lose 2 weeks at that point if they shut them down. So
I
the
ain't
worst that
even
could happen
tripping.
for
My
you.
bank account's sitting right.
That's
It's
good.
right.
Okay. Hey, man, can't knock the hustle,
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, I wish you all the best, my guy. But like, I mean, from all of the stories from at least my board, like where we had about 120 trucks on the board, no one made any money whatsoever. Maybe
Yeah,
the
but
first week to get you in, to roll you in. But after that, like, I mean, that's gonna
I've
be
been
Can
here
I
since
ask a
December.
question here?
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you're, let's say, you come on to Super Ego as like a more experienced owner op, maybe you don't want to take on the risk anymore. Maybe you want to try something a little bit lighter. You want to have your ELD hacked. You want to run hard. You want to make bread, and you have an idea of the market. What would happen if a driver were to come to the dispatch and say, "Hey, I'm not an idiot. I know what a Ohio to Dallas, Texas pays, and I know you're shorting me." I mean, did that ever happen to any of you guys? Like a driver calling you out on your BS?
Wait, one more time.
yeah,
What was the
but they
question?
do.
If they called the dispatcher out, sorry, 'cause I was reading comments. If they called the dispatcher out, you're saying?
Yes, because I would imagine that a lot of drivers have some sort of idea of the market, and if you're trying to tell them that a load's paying $1,000 less than it normally does, I mean, I don't understand. I feel like, and this might just be morbid of me, I feel like they take advantage of people who don't know any better. But I feel like if you have some kind of idea, I mean, they'd have to either call you on your bullshit and lose a driver, or they'd have to pay you right.
You're working on commission and what they got to offer. And in the year 22 to 23, when I was there, the problem was the only load board they had left to work on because there was no other companies. All the companies pulled out from them was TCL. So if you knew what you were doing, you go on the TCL board and you check what they pay you roundabout is in the same because they're supposed to take like 10%, I think.
Well, they're supposed to. I think 12% they're advertising. 88% goes to the company. If they're driver,
They may,
12% goes to
yeah,
the
I
thing.
think it
Right,
was something.
right now I get 75. I get 75.
Oh my god.
So you get
told you, bro,
25
like,
less.
Hey dude, so I just joined up real quick for this month guy, like the guy that's still working in Super Eagle. Listen, bro, there are plenty of companies where you can make that money.
exactly.
It's so many. The risk to reward is just not worth it, dude. I don't know you. I'm just like, just trying to look out, bro. Just it's not
No,
worth
right, I
it. It
understand.
is gonna happen that when they close, they are gonna like owe you a whole bunch of money, and you are gonna get messed up. So why put yourself through that headache? Start looking now. If anything, you can shoot me a message. I can maybe ask around for you, but you can make that money elsewhere, bro.
I just sent you a friend
That's all I
request.
wanted.
I'm
Cool,
definitely
man.
planning my exit.
So,
Yeah, well, if you want
Why?
that,
I mean,
you're not a
if it's so
correspondent no
good,
more
bro,
until
why
the
would
end, or
you
what?
planning?
I'm
Now you gotta
planning.
stay,
You know,
dog. Now you're staying till the
I
end,
gotta.
bro, and you gotta fill us in what's going on, dude. Until that
Nah,
shit gets
hell
rated.
nah. I'm definitely looking, but as the money's still flowing, so I'm gonna sit tight.
I wonder what's gonna happen, man. Like in the next week or two, like what's really gonna happen? This is like kind of like
I'm scared of Blitz Week. I think that's when they're gonna start cracking down, especially with
And
the
why
shit
are you afraid of the Blitz Week?
because the super
because
ego mud flaps.
you know what's going on. You
Well,
know what's
brother,
going
like,
on.
come on. Like, I mean, you know it, I know it, and you're still there. Come on. Like,
Hey,
that's kind of.
if you see my stubs, then hey, it's kind of hard. Like,
Oh, you're breaking up on us. Oh my goodness, bro.
at the truck stop, pull up.
You gotta hold on a second to get reception, bro, and then I'll start talking. Give it a second because it's gonna just ruin the live. So fuck, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, I seen a guy at the truck stop like 2 days ago, and he said his check was like 500.
Yeah, well, there you go, dude. You're gonna be
shit.
hitting these 4 burgers, bro, and then on Thursday one day, bro, before you're supposed to get your check, they're gonna fucking nobody's gonna be answering the phone because I don't know if nothing happens, it's gonna be wild, right? Like, what if like a month from now they're still in business, just like business as usual, and nothing happens, bro? Like, are these Serbian military guys gonna
No,
come after
it's
me?
actually not. No. Now, listen to this. Like, this is some inside info that I've got today because either way I still worked there. And there are plenty, trust me when I tell you this, there are plenty of completely honest people and honest dispatchers there that are against it, but they literally don't have any options left there. Uh,
Sorry.
and
That was funny.
no, like seriously, like I mean,
What were they gonna
these
do, bro?
guys
They're
are
gonna, like, you won't have
under,
a job. Like, you know what I mean?
not just because they won't have a job, like they're the only guys that are actually protecting those drivers that are under them.
Okay,
Like, there are few dispatchers there that are actually fighting with the accounting every single week. Like when I say fighting, I mean literally fighting, bro, like fist fighting, to not cut their drivers and so forth. But those guys have been in that company for years now, and they gained that influence that they
Like
can do that.
seniority and shit. So
But but
most of the
now they have a
dispatchers-
bigger problem where not even because of all of the media and documentaries and so forth, not even CH, not even Echo, not even Arrive, those guys that gave them false load boards with specialized loads for them are not gonna work with them because they don't want to
they
jeopardize.
can't. I mean,
the-
dude,
yeah.
after that, I mean, that's six. Like, okay, I'm not gonna get into some other shit, but like, dude, I mean, like, there was a lot of investigative reports over the past however long they've been doing them, bro. But this one was, dude, they had FMCSA on there. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't like just an investigation, like just the news did it and that's it, it's over. But they flew out to a different country to fucking interview a whistleblower, dude. You know what I mean? FMCSA was in there, dude. I mean, they had 8-month investigation, phone calls. You know what I mean? Like fucking screenshots of logs getting changed. Holy shit, dude. I mean, that was like, yeah, if they make
Yeah,
it through
but,
this, kudos to them, bro. I just don't see it.
I
Hope
mean,
they go to jail.
okay, yeah, I mean, but legally speaking, you cannot like completely shut down Super Ego because Super Ego is only a holding company. They don't have anything to do with those MCs. You know, it's just
Well-
under their name.
Yeah,
What's
but
gonna
what they're
happen?
trying to do
They're
is
just
they're
gonna
trying
buy.
to link them as the Chameleon carriers, right? So what they're trying to do is just say they keep on opening these new MCs because of the safety ratings, and what they're using is they're going to be using those crashes, like the school bus crash, right, and these other crashes. And I don't even is that even a real number that I hear on? They said like 15,000 crashes caused by those companies. Is that even a real number?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
wouldn't doubt
a
it.
month.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, I don't know if however long period of time. So like what they're trying to say is right now, like they're trying to say they're an endangerment to society, and they want to shut them down because of that. So any company I think that's going to be related or able to be linked to them, I think they're pretty screwed, man. I mean, like I just don't see them making it, through it. And now these other but like you said, like when you talked earlier and you gave us a whole breakdown of like the Oscar guy and then goes down, down, down. But then you're saying like all these other like the AAA, right, Maybach and all these other motherfuckers are all linked to the same shit. So are these guys gonna get like so many fucking questions that I don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen, to be honest. I'm just
First of all, they are a major family-orientated thing. Everyone I met in the office, what was working next to me, was related to the main guy. I'm not gonna say his
The
name.
Oscar.
No,
Yeah.
it starts with an A.
what you
And
see.
Yeah, I know,
it
but
ends with an A.
we named him Oscar. It starts with an A, but
Wait,
his
the
name
guy
is
Oscar was
in
in
this chat.
Chicago, bro.
Nope. Maybe, but like not now.
Oscar, where you at? Where's my little Serbian cash infusion, dude? What the fuck's going on over here?
Yeah,
dude?
bro. You will find out when you start googling.
Well, he's got a
So-
Lamborghini for each day, basically. Parked next to
Jesus.
my
Practically, yeah.
Damn, where's
Yeah.
this at, dude? Are they hiring you right now, dude? What the fuck's going on over there?
Listen, I'm not going
Yeah,
to
bro.
complain. I made good money with him. I got paid 1,700 a week plus 50 cents per load per mile, 55 cents a mile. Whatever. After I recover the vehicle, I get a trailer and always got a trailer on, and then I grab it and I get a load and I come back to Chicago and drop it off in Elmhurst.
So what would happen if you go out there and that truck's burned down, like you said, or something? You can't drive it. Do you get like
Oh
a
no,
bonus
then
for that?
they just email me new documents and I go to the next place. They
Okay.
fly me out
So
to the
no
next
extra
place.
bonus for that. So that's still not bad. 1,700 and plus 55 miles. So you do.
No, 50
No.
cents per mile.
Yeah, plus the 1,700 a week, right? You're saying?
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. 700 to 1,000.
Oh,
No, no,
Yeah.
I got 1,700
yeah,
in repo.
1,700.
1,700. Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Not
Yeah,
bad,
no, I
man.
did. I didn't have complaints, and then they got sued, and they paid for you every night in a hotel, just around the corner of almost when I can't remember the hotel's name, but Windham or something like that. They also recovery driver stayed there. But also, with that said, they got people on the your clearance down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go before you sign any contracts with them or whatever. You have to go for a urine test.
Okay.
And trust me, the one guy who worked with me, I'm not going to say his name. He was smoking a lot of green grass,
Okay.
and he always passed. Let me put it that way.
Well, because didn't they own the drug testing facility as well?
They
Allegedly?
own the drug test too. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So they probably hired one guy that's a fucking dork that just sits there, just clean, just pisses for everybody all day. Didn't you?
No,
Damn, I
you
gotta
just
piss
go
again,
in.
dude. What the hell's going on with me today?
You
I'm
go
gonna be
into
honest. When you walk in the building and you just see the facility, you know it's some shit going on.
Mhm.
It literally looks it's
Fucking,
insane.
we got a Lambo next to a drug testing facility, next to a burnt down truck, next to some military guys, next to some guys stabbing people up, next to fucking the news. Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, it does sound interesting, bro. Sounds like
Yeah,
my type of
but
place,
like
dude.
just so you know, like we're just talking about super ego. You're not considering the other things that are actually happening. Like I know plenty of companies
You guys
that
keep
are
talking, bro. I gotta
not.
piss again. Sorry. This time I'll wash my hands for you guys so you don't fucking cry.
Hey,
All right.
Bobby, what you got going on?
I'm just drinking a lot of mango.
Bro.
I'll be back. BRB.
Can you just
Keep it
go
going.
and piss for?
I think he's
He
gonna
should
play
go and
with
piss
it.
for super ego drug tests for false drivers. You know,
Yeah.
so like currently, like as I know, super ego is only one of the companies that's under the same guys.
Yeah,
They
they
have
more likely there's like the top leasing company, and then you get the other companies underneath them,
yep.
and then we
Yeah,
had a
but like
trailer department, the recovery, the dispatch. That's why when you walk through the office, and then you get all the ladies and people who signs everyone up and do the paperwork, like the HR. Then you go into the
mhm.
big lounge where they got PlayStations and everybody can go sitting down. And then you see about 200 dispatches right across the whole office in the front.
Yep.
And they
Yeah,
say
but
it's not
like
dispatches, but most of the dispatches what I worked with was calling me out of Serbia.
Yeah,
yeah.
mine's is too. Mine's is from Serbia.
Yeah, and it's a struggle to understand them over the phone because I had so many times I've been driving, and the next moment my clock was about 2 hours left, and my clock suddenly reset it down to back to 14. And I was like, I phoned the number, and then you press 4 for IT, and then I had to ask them to sort it out because my how can I say if I get pulled over or whatever, how do I explain that? Suddenly I'm in the middle of Virginia, and I just came from Florida.
Yeah.
Why you guys? It seems
Yeah,
like it's
but
boring.
like
What happened?
listen.
Why you guys being
Yeah.
boring?
No. No, no, no. We're not. We're just listening. So like for example, you have that guy, let's say called Oscar, that's running Super Ego, but you're not considering the other companies that he also has. Like he has completely different companies that have nothing to do with Super Ego that are doing the same thing, but under a different and completely clean MCs, and they have not been uh, located yet. But I mean, with
But are they scamming the
more
drivers like that too,
investigations.
or are they actually like just
Yeah,
like?
yeah, they're doing the same exact things, like fixing their hours, cutting their
But
loads.
I
Uh,
think I think shaming the hour thing, man. Because I mean, look at cattle haulers, man. They do the same thing. Don't nobody say nothing about them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
but that's
just
a different story. They are totally
But
exempt for
why
the
shame it?
animal.
Why shame it though? Why shame it though?
yeah. I'm not
bro,
against. Well,
because
here's
there's
the thing.
illegal hours for a reason.
Yeah, but
It doesn't,
I don't agree with that
like,
either,
I
bro.
mean,
I think like
bro.
I'm
Like,
not,
I mean,
but like
I
look,
agree that
if you're
doing
driving
a 34 is a complete bullshit.
yeah, but if you're driving,
I
they're
agree
forcing you
with
to do
that.
like 20 hours, then yeah, I understand that, bro. But like, if you feel good, bro, you've been sitting at the shipper, you took a fucking nap, like I don't see the problem of just like fucking tweaking it up a little bit if you need to. But it's like, you know what I mean? But if they're trying to force you, and then you got like these drug addicts and shit like that, then yeah, then you're causing harm to society, bro. But any like normal
Correct.
driver, like dude, like that's responsible, that cares about his job, like dude, you know, I don't see a problem with that.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
there's laws around, and that's how it is. And yes, I understand what he says about cattle haulers, but cattle haulers has got live animals that's considered.
But technically, cattle haulers not supposed to do that though. They supposed to keep a logbook.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a paper
paper
one,
logs.
right?
Paper logs.
And you think they don't be editing them paper logs?
Well, no, they
No,
don't
they
have to.
jippo
'Cause
it.
they just
They
keep
do
driving.
jippo it, but they know where to stop. They're not getting, how can I say, pressurized by an individual. He's doing his own load. Mostly as his own cattle or somewhere, buddy's cattle, and they're looking after that, and he knows where his cutoff time is. But if you run for a company like that, and you know exactly how it is, it's like they got the load on you, and they don't take no for an answer. You need to get that because you have to download apps for the shipper that they call you and all that sort of stuff.
Now, when I seen the video of the dude saying that they was forcing him to drive, yeah, that's I've never experienced that.
Well, no,
They never
Oh
forced
no,
me
they
to do
did. They
anything.
did it with me.
yeah, I call bullshit
They
with
did
that
it.
guy. They
Look, in my
force
last
you?
company, they used to force the other guys. I don't know why they never forced me, but they always used to tell me, "Oh no, they told me I have to do it." I always gave them lip, you know what I mean? If I don't feel good, I'm not gonna go ahead and do it.
Well, dude, any
But
good
the other guys
dispatcher,
I know.
even if you like, say, if you got a driver, and allegedly, if you could do that with ELDs, which you can't because it's illegal and you should never do that, you should probably ask your driver first, like, hey, bro, are you going to be able to handle this? Yes or no? If you could, then let's book it up. If not, then let's pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
See, the thing is, the ones that's driving, bro, they getting a lot of dudes that's freshly getting their CDLs. A lot of these guys 4 months on the road, and then they get in the ego and get to doing that.
Bro, don't
Let
even
me
start
tell
with
you.
that. Like, I
Let me
know
tell you.
persons
Let me
that
tell
don't
you
even
one
have a
one
CDL and
little
they're
thing
driving a Super Ego.
dispatchers started doing everywhere. So they go and open a MC on a driver, and they go transfer like 20, 30 trucks on him with the trailers. Go right ahead and apply for like a fucking credit cards and the fucking loans, and they dump it.
Wait, one more time. They take a driver, but then the
Yep.
driver has to have
So
good
they
credit.
get a driver that is like in a SOP, and they get a driver that is like incapable of opening his own. So they are like, okay, we'll transfer 20 trailers, 20 trucks on you, and build this credit up, and they go and dump it.
What? Like,
Yeah,
dump
they
what?
get a business loan. They run
Oh.
it as a legit business under
Wait, are we still talking about Super
driver's
Ego? They're doing
MC.
this? I'm confused right now, dude. Or is this
There's
another
like
scam, man?
everybody doing it. Like
Damn,
Hey,
bro.
Bobby.
all the dispatchers in Serbia, they're doing the same shit.
Damn, dude.
Hey, Bobby.
Yes.
I can tell you this because I have a little bit more inside knowledge than some people. That stuff, when it came out in 60 Minutes, I already knew. And I'm going to tell you now. The feds have a lot, and they are coming.
It seems
Everyone
like it.
can-
I mean, it seems
They,
like after that 60 minutes, dude.
listen, they're going to take their time. The FBI's gathering everything. Then it's going to go over to the Department of Justice. They're not dumb. A lot of people have been sending stuff. And I know another guy, and actually he's a Fed guy in Illinois. And I'm telling you, he's been studying a lot and sending more stuff over there. And any guys that are working over there, when they come and lock everything up and you're short your pay, don't cry.
Yeah, because once they lock it up, it's
Hey.
over. There's no more accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I
Seems
made.
like
I,
that.
I done already made my money. I ain't worried about no 1 week check.
I need
My-
some truck
Hey,
parts
remember,
after
if
you're
it's a
done with
Thursday,
it.
it's going to be
Yo.
2 weeks.
That was
Yo,
also
any
just
feds in the
remember.
chat, hit me up, bro. I'll take them all down for you.
Damn,
They-
dude.
they got-
Hey, listen, like, I don't
Hey,
know.
less
Are you guys
competition,
aware
baby.
that? I mean, I'm not sure that you all are aware of some things here. Like, you do know that FBI was in on it since the start. Do you really think that they would become
I feel
this
like they
powerful
have.
to
Wait,
earn
you gotta let
2 million?
finish talking, bro. Go
Do you
ahead.
really
Sorry.
want to tell me that they've earned over $2 million a week without feds knowing that
Facts.
for years? Like they knew that,
I agree.
but
Well,
they
financially
Listen,
received
wise,
their own
I'm gonna
cut.
I'm gonna
financially
tell
They
wise,
you
bro. What
received
again.
their own cuts.
Let me tell you one other thing. The feds have not been fully educated on the whole trucking industry. In the past
Ah,
year, they've been
come
getting a
on,
lot.
don't get
Man,
Listen,
they're all doing it together.
listen,
What are you talking
listen to
about?
me.
Yo,
They've been getting a lot of education. I'm working on one right now where the whole family took 132 plus million dollars from PPP and EIDL, and they
Yep.
have 150 plus MC numbers,
Yep.
and it's already gone to the SEC
Where's that
because
at?
they've
Yep.
Glendale,
And they're taking
California?
it out of the country and they're fucking hitting
no,
us
no,
with the high expense of everything.
yeah, this is a huge
Whose
Ukrainian
background is that? If
operation.
whoever that is, could you guys please like step away from the wind because it's really annoying.
This,
Uh,
it, you
so
got
Well,
you got the Ukrainian organization, you got the Uzbekistan organization. There's
yeah,
a bunch of
Uzbeks,
groups.
Uzbeks are out there hard, bro. We got
I know.
the
That's
Indians,
why the dollar is gonna
the
go out.
Indians and the Uzbeks, and now the Serbs are like, hold my fucking beer, bro. We're about to show you how this shit's really done, dude. This is my favorite one. I'm not gonna lie. This is my favorite one, bro. The Indian
That's
shit was
fire.
wild. Like the Uzbek shit we knew about, right? But this Serbian shit, bro, I like you guys, bro. I like your style, bro. This is like,
Yeah, but
if we ever
you
had a
gotta
chance for a
understand,
trucking
like
movie,
this.
this is it right now, bro. We're gonna fucking Oscar the Grouch and all his people are gonna be in that shit, bro.
I want my
what a great
position.
idea.
I'll tell you right now, like, I mean, I'm working for a Serbian company that operates inside of the US. It's a completely legit company, or I wouldn't be there, like I dropped out of Super Ego. We're also getting hurt by all of these things that are coming up from Super Ego. Like, our drivers know that we're Serbian, and they didn't have a problem until now. After the documentary, we're getting fucked all
90%
over.
thought we
Drivers
were
are not.
Russians, though.
Yeah,
No, you guys are good,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You guys are good. The Serbs are the Serbs, bro. The fucking Albanians are the
Yeah, but
Albanians.
90% of them thought like, "Oh, you're Russian." I'm like, "What the
Only
fuck? I'm not Russian."
the Ukrainians are the only ones mad, bro, because we called them Russian Landstar, and they're like, "We're not Russian. It's Ukrainian Landstar." Nope, Russian Landstar, bro. That's the name. You got to stick to it, dude. That's it. The nickname's the nickname, dude. It's over with. But yeah, bro, you guys definitely made your imprint on trucking.
Yeah.
And like this shit would have still kept going on. I think if they just cared about safety a little more. I think the safety shit really fucked them up. Otherwise, nobody would even give a fuck, man. You know.
Yeah, but the
Right.
main
I
thing is,
agree.
you must understand, most of the people who is running for them, they not just leasing, that they become an owner operator because they got even a classroom in Super Ego that teaches how to open a LLC.
I
So you
didn't-
open an LLC, then you get your stuff through, and you're going to be taking responsibility on all that stuff because if the feds get in, they're going to get all those names.
Wait, one more time. I missed this shit. Sorry. What was that?
What I'm trying to say is, it's not just on Super Ego. They just involved you because you running as an owner operator. You got the lease with them, then you start your own LLC, and they give you the loads. They just take the 12%.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't think they're gonna get in trouble for that cutting shit at all. That's not. I don't think they're gonna get in trouble
Yeah,
for that because like you guys are saying, like there's so many like switching hands of shit. It's not like, you know what I mean. Like they're getting these like you get the dude talked about these load boards are like not, you know, those gray market load boards. They're getting these loads. The drivers are accepting the rates they're getting it for. I don't think that's gonna be the problem. I think the problem is really the safety shit of them just crashing so
Yeah,
many
no,
times.
it's not just
Money
the safety.
laundering.
I
I
think
don't. I don't think they're gonna get them for fucking
it's
money
not-
laundering, bro. Because it just
It's easy.
it's-
It's easy to get these guys for money laundering.
bro. It's too
Yeah, you're
politically
taking
tied,
$1 million
bro.
out of the country system like
No,
consistently, like every fucking month.
the main
The
thing is
feds
what,
are going to stack the charges. That's how they do
okay,
it.
let me put it to you this way. What I understand and the stuff what I've gone through is you leasing and you start your own LLC. So you running, say the contract is to pay off your truck within 3 years to 5 years. Okay, so you're running for 2 years. You make a little bit of money, but just to get going. What happens the last year? Then you get all the shitloads. So then you're not getting paid. You want to kick back that truck. You give the
so
truck
they
back,
do that shit on
and they
purpose,
resell
right?
it.
Yeah.
You know how many people I had walking in the office that gone crazy about it because now they suddenly the dispatcher has changed and they're not getting the good loads anymore. And
Yeah.
They
It's
See,
like,
my My mentality when I came here was not to buy this truck. I mean, I'm gonna buy a truck, but with my own cash, not this truck.
Yeah, once they started doing the walkaway lease to purchase, lease to own, that right there, that shit went downhill, bro. Like I
But
was
I
like,
gotta ask you, why did no one all of you guys thought of how did they come up to 17,000 trucks in like 5 years? Do you have any idea how did they even start? Because they started with 5,000 trucks from the get-go.
who Super
One
Ego?
of the guys who I work with, he was next to the owner and everyone who was started at the place, and they only had 5 trucks.
I know one
They had
company that
what?
was I know one company was traced back
Oh,
Ukrainian operating with Russians, and they're getting Russian oil money.
Dude, what the fuck?
Nah.
No sponsors out there that want to fucking
100%.
sponsor the fucking show with this fucking Serbian fucking oil money, bro. What's going on here, bro? This is bullshit, dude.
In fact, one company is owned by a Ukrainian politician. He's worth $50 million.
Yeah, I think the Serbs got them beat, bro. I think they're worth more than that, bro.
Yeah,
They're
to
all
be
doing
honest, like
stuff.
The
Yo, we
yeah,
gotta make all
first
this shit
5,000
illegal, man,
trucks.
for all these foreign people to come over here and start companies like that, man. Honestly, we gotta give
Yeah,
like a chance to the American people to to come up, dude. What the hell is this shit?
yeah, but do you really think that they made Super Ego out of the illegal guy? No, they hired an American guy that was willing to put it in his name.
yeah.
Right.
True.
I
That's very
agree.
true.
Like he said with that $2 million, man. Come on, man.
You
$2 million, they
Balkans
do.
always have the best conspiracy theories, bro. I love hearing
No,
you
it's
guys
not,
talk about
bro. I'm
No,
telling
because
you
a lot of it
from,
is true. A lot of it is true. That's what I'm saying.
bro. Like
You guys always have a lot of
it's a
insight.
fact. No, bro. Like I know how this story went because I worked there. I was a dispatcher there. I know what happened. So they
Your
hired
voice
an
sound
American guy
familiar.
that was my voice. No,
He's the
nah.
guy. He's a
Where was you
26.
there?
Think this is dangerous neighborhood?
He's a 26,000 cut guy, bro. He cut 26K, dude.
When did you work
Nah,
at
man,
Ego?
that's slow money. Nah, man,
I
I
just don't
worked
know
on
why. I
in
don't know why all these
2022.
foreign guys got into trucking. They should
Oh.
have just did like the Somali guys and open up daycare centers.
Damn, bro.
hey, you know,
Fucking, we missed that fucking scam, didn't we, bro? Shit, I would have been opening up daycares all day, bro.
Yeah, Epstein
That
files
shit was
are
crazy.
completely legal shit, huh?
Damn,
I
bro.
feel like an idiot doing everything by the book. Well,
Dude, I
most
feel
of
like I
everything.
miss all the good scams, dude. This is bullshit, dude. I don't like this, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, you missed Epstein files.
Jesus Christ,
Bobby, you
bro.
gotta start keeping us updated.
I know. I'm learning a
Yeah,
lot,
the
bro.
most-
Dude, these
the
fucking
most
lies,
straight-
dude.
The most straightforward, like Polish guy ever here.
I'm
Can't
telling
catch
you,
a
man.
break, the poor guy.
These lies are like prison, bro. You go in there, you do some
You-
fucking time, and you learn some tricks,
you-
dude.
You got the mafioso look, but you're fucking clean, dude.
As soon as we get off, bro, I'm going to switch some VIN numbers on the trucks, dude. I'm gonna fucking triple my fucking truck count in 2 seconds, dude. It's fucking
Yeah,
right.
bro. Do that.
Mr. Bobby, one more thing that they like to do. I didn't work for them. I worked with a company that was affiliated with them. So our company like sourced trucks off of them. They like take trucks on rent for about like $450 a week.
From
let's
them
say.
or from that blue
And-
sky leasing or like sky blue or
From
whatever?
from their like puppet company, They take a truck for $450 a week, and when you get there and you start working with them as an owner operator, they charge you $950 a week just for that truck. So they then make $500 pure profit of you just being there.
So
yeah, that's
you mean
right,
off
that's
the
true.
truck, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, just of the truck like lease. So let's say you work with them for like 2 years or something. You are an owner operator. You put a lot of money in that truck, and let's say in like 3 years you get a lot of money to pay it off.
But then it's not. But it's
they'll-
leased. It's not even. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, like own to like lease to own.
Yeah. Okay.
So then when the final month comes, when you've paid all of it, all of that like bullshit, they just like send you somewhere. They tell you, hey, you gotta pick a load up. Let's say in Indiana, you go over there. They tell you, hey, you got a lot of faulty codes on Samsara. We see a lot of stuff is wrong. Go to this shop right here, leave the truck out there, and like come back in like 1 or 2 days. We'll let you know when the truck is ready. and like they'll tell you that the truck has a big problem, and in the meantime they buy you an Uber to go and pick up another truck to continue working. But actually they get you an Uber, they put you in the middle of nowhere with no money, with no nothing, and they like block your number, you know,
What?
like delete you
That's
from the
fucked
system.
up.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta tell you guys,
that's
I
what
gotta tell you
happens.
guys something that happened to me
One
with the
time.
first company. Well, actually, it's like a second Serbian company that that I worked with. Because I have only worked with Balkans, right? I worked with these people for 4 years. Now I don't care about saying their name because everything that I'm saying is true now, and I have like proof, whatever. They're called DD Logistics, all right? And these guys, they sold me a truck. I paid it off under a year, $70,000, right? I paid it off. Never gave me the title. Always gave me the runaround and stuff like that. I tried to sue them with like 4 different lawyers. Nobody would take the case because they know what they're doing because it was just not worth it, for them to
Yeah, it's
to
gonna
pursue
cost
the
you more
case.
money to pay for the lawyer.
It
than
would
it
cost
is-
me, yeah. And I was gonna do it just out of principle, but not even then. They didn't even want to take the case. They said no, and I was willing to pay, just to take them down. That guy is still sitting there with his fucking Lambo, in that place, man.
Jeez, with this,
You're-
I'll go
yeah,
fucking
man.
key that fucking Lambo,
$70,000. Be careful
You're
with that
supposed to call
company.
the Italians.
DD Logistics. DD Logistics. I have friends, bro. I have friends, but honestly, I'm a risk to reward type of guy. A lot of my friends are in jail, they're fucking dead, doing stupid shit like that, and I'm not gonna risk it. But did I think about it? I still do to this day, bro.
Yeah, sometimes it's
I
not
still
worth it when
do
you're older, bro. Like,
It's
you know what I
not
mean?
worth
It's
it,
just
no.
not worth it.
No,
But
bro. I'm too pretty to go to jail, but I'm gonna be somebody's bitch. I'm good.
at least somebody, at least you're gonna be somebody's bitch, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm good, bro. No.
Maybe some nice,
No.
maybe some nice fucking military Serbian man will take you under his wing, bro, and teach you the
One
ropes.
more
Don't be
thing.
here with me.
When they decide that they want to get rid of you, they send like a big guy, 2x2 in the arms, like muscle, very, very strong guy. He like basically takes you out of the truck using force, and he takes the truck and drives it back to the yard. They clean it up, they throw all of your stuff out, and
Damn, that's the
like,
military
tomorrow
recovery
another
shit dude
driver
was talking
comes in.
about, dude.
Yeah, that's
fucked up.
what they were doing. We had like a recovery guy, and we sent him like to get the drivers out of trucks and drive the trucks empty or with a load back to the headquarters, back to the yard.
I was one of them.
Yo, but this is some terrorist
But mine
shit,
is the muscles
like
and the
that's
military
going on,
Serbian
dude. How
background.
can we allow
Yeah.
this to be happening here, man? Like honestly, these guys are terrorists. Like it's
Well, because you're all
what are they
too pretty
doing?
to go to jail to be someone's bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes you gotta be somebody's bitch, damn it. Jesus, bro. But
honestly, bro, that's
no,
why I
I blame
haven't
the
done
driver.
anything
I blame you
stupid.
guys. I blame the fucking drivers. I blame Mondo. I blame him, dude. Because if you guys didn't fucking go there and let them do that shit, they wouldn't be doing that shit, dude. You know what I mean? Listen, so far what I got, like I'm okay with the ELD shit. I'm okay
Me
with
too.
the quadruple fucking VIN numbers to insure one truck. You know, I'm okay with that shit. I'm okay with a lot of shit, dude. But just like fucking the drivers over like that, bro. If they didn't do that, and the safety issue, bro. Like those are. I think that's what fucked them up, dude. Fucking the drivers over and that fucking safety issues will fuck them up, man. Like imagine how much money they saved, right? Just by like paying one insurance for like every 3 trucks. Like imagine how much money they saved doing that, right? And imagine like how much money they saved overall doing this shit. Like they could have just been good to the drivers. They could have paid a little bit more.
Yeah.
They could have made a good, successful company, kept it safe, kept the safety rating good, and then still made a shitload of fucking money. But this is like, greed is good, but just not in,
I think they
not in
got
big
greedy.
amounts, bro. They went too
Yeah,
fucking
but
greedy.
like
I was
if
thinking the
out
same
of
thing,
10
man. There's a lot of money to be made in trucking. There's no
Bro,
necessity to
you
go ahead and
could
do
have
all that
cashed
stuff.
out. You could have been a successful trucking company. Like, dude, imagine, bro, if you've 1 out of every 2 or 3 trucks, you're only paying insurance on how much money you're fucking saving. Just take care of the drivers, bro. And take care of the drivers. Make sure they're taken
Yeah, they
care
would have
of.
made money.
Your driver
You know what it was,
retention
bro?
will be better. You'll be
They
fucking
had a super
swimming
ego.
in dough, bro.
It
And
was
then you
that
got
it.
greedy.
why
You
should
got
you
greedy.
take $1 million
They had a super ego.
a week when you can take $2 million?
Because 1
Like,
million is
come
more
on.
than fucking enough, dude.
It's
That's
more
why.
than enough,
Yeah,
bro.
like, I agree
It's
with
because
you,
they want
bro.
to be
Like,
real
no.
mafia people.
No, you're
Bobby,
saying that
lot-
like
lot
I'm
of these-
against you. Like
A lot of these Euro
I'm
guys that
with
come
you, I
over
agree.
here, they all watch way too many Al Pacino Scarface movies. That's the
Yeah,
number
that's
one
what it
problem.
is too.
No,
You're right.
they're more into Guy Ritchie movies, bro.
But you gotta
I've seen it
understand.
happen. I don't care if they're
10,000
Albanian,
drivers.
Serbian, Russian,
They all
Ukrainian.
like that
Oh,
mafia shit, dude. That's why they like to be called Russians.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, like I understand being greedy. Being greedy is okay. There's nothing wrong being greedy, but dude, like in fucking amounts, bro. Because like if you go that far as they went, they should have known, like, hey, one day this is gonna come to an end, it's gonna crash, bro. They could have been a
Yeah,
little bit
bro,
less
but
greedy,
like,
took care of everybody around them, and they could have still been rolling, bro,
They
and just
could have
still.
done all
but
that
if you
stuff.
have 10,000 drivers and 1,500 of them are not U.S. citizens, they don't have a CDL, they don't have an ID, they don't have anything. Like, what would you settle down for anything other than completely stealing from these guys?
I would have
Who are they
been
gonna
cool with half the
call?
trucks, bro.
Police?
Half the trucks, not as much fucking headache. You're already saving money on the fucking insurance. You're already saving money on a bunch of the shit.
I know.
And you're still
I know,
making
but
money, bro.
that's yeah,
Well-
but you're still looking from a perspective where you have enough. They don't have.
anyways, now
Any
they
of
all
that,
got the
yeah.
attention of the biggest mafia.
Yeah. I
Yep.
still don't think they're
Maybe
gonna do
one or
anything,
two heads
Axel.
are gonna
I still-
roll.
I still
One or
don't
two
think-
heads are gonna roll.
I still
Nothing's
don't
gonna
think
happen.
money laundering is
Well,
going to happen. I think they're too
I can-
politically tied in order
Okay.
for anything to happen to them like that, dude.
Well, I walked into the office. I saw the one guy got very nervous. His eyes lit up. And as I walked closer, I memorized my driver's license, the number H1. I'm not going to say the rest.
What's your
But
social
anyway,
and
long
your
story
PIN
is,
code?
no, it's your driver's license.
No, what's your social?
Long
I'm
story
saying.
short, I'm standing in front of him and I saw the paper and I saw a picture of him, but my driver's license.
Yup, that's what I'm saying. So they have.
And
whole
long story
city-
short, he claimed that he's my boss. He claimed asylum. Now he's sitting in the office there, but he also spoke with me and asked me if I would go and get a address up in Washington if he give me money, so
How
he
much?
can get his driver's license up in Washington. Because in Washington you just need an address. You don't need a visa or I-94 to get a driver's license. And he was stuck without a driver's license. And most of the people in the office wasn't, I don't think, legal.
Yo, look, in the last company that I was with, everybody they had like a political asylum, whatever. They're like asylum seekers, and it was all bullshit, man. It was absolute bullshit. They would fly these guys in every week. There was like new people coming in, man. They use them, abuse them. That's why, and those are the people that they used to tell me, oh no, the thing is that they force me, like I can't say no. You know, and the crazy thing is that like I was one of the only outsiders, right? Well, like one of the only people that were not like Balkan or whatever. But I've only worked with Balkan people, by the way. Again, anyways, more than one time, these people like my friends would tell me, hey, the thing is that they don't like Americans, and at one time they were like, who the fuck is hiring these stupid ass Americans? Imagine you being given the chance to go to a country where you can make life changing money and talking shit about the people over there, you know. It's like a lot of these companies from these other countries, they don't like us, man. Like they don't want us to to do good. You know, they're not here to do good things, man. So that I think that's just something that needs to be
I think it
said.
just depends on the people too, bro. Like it's not everybody's like that, but like how many American people are like, oh, look at these dumb immigrants, or like, you know, dumb fucking Polak or whatever.
My wife says it to me every day.
Guys,
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? It just depends on the person, bro. There's some good people out there, man. I met
Guys,
some good people in
but
trucking that
there's-
actually care and want to help people out and want to make sure people make money, but there's also a lot of fucking scumbags out there, bro. It's
yeah,
not
but
just in
guys,
trucking.
you're still
Well-
talking about something that's legal, illegal, and you're questioning about that. There's another story to all this. Under superego, there is another thing that's actually happening that I'm not completely sure of, but I've heard stories. Now, take this with a grain of salt, but this is what I've heard. The whole superego company is a caravan for drug trafficking from Mexico to
Uh-oh.
United States.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Now,
Allegedly.
I'm not saying that it is, but that's what
But
I've
it mi-
heard from
but
the
it might be.
dispatchers there.
I'm offended. Nobody has asked me. Have you
Wait,
seen
so-
my mustache?
Wait, what are we talking about allegedly? They're drug trafficking from Mexico?
From Mexico,
Easy now, easy.
They can get their
We said allegedly, bro. We're not saying, we're just
I
saying,
said no.
we're just writing a script for
But
the
I'm being
super ego
serious.
movie here.
I'm being serious here. Now, I seriously do not know is it true, but I've heard the dispatchers were given some drivers to drive from Mexico to United States, and it was always
too
a one-time
warm.
thing.
Okay.
You're getting too warm.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I picked up trailers what came out of Tijuana, what the trailers were made in
Damn, you drug
Tijuana.
traffic, dog. You're guilty, dude. That's fucked up,
And
dude.
no.
No,
Let
you did
me
it, bro.
finish my
Allegedly,
story.
you did it. I seen it.
So I drove it, and I gone through a
We got
border
another one.
post, and I didn't have a citizenship. So when I gone through the border post, the guy asked me, and they had a drug dog on me, and I was cleared, and all 5 trailers behind me was cleared. So I can tell you, that's a story. They just, and if there was something in those trailers, those dogs would have picked it up.
Or they're paid off.
That was
Border Patrol's
brand new.
paid
If
off,
you
and then
open the
so
back,
everybody
paid
got
off,
through.
it kills a
you
bitch.
smell the wood.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, a
that
lot of
is-
people are DMing me and sending me a message, bro, and you're actually not the first one to say it, but they're actually, from what allegedly, supposedly, what people are saying, it goes even farther than that, bro. It even goes into trafficking in Europe, and then laundering the money for that trafficking
So
out
when
there.
you find out who the hell Oscar is, you will understand
Oh my
a
god, you
lot.
let me Google
more
who the
that
fuck this
doesn't
Oscar
happen.
guy is. I'm about to say his fucking name, dude.
I think I placed it in
Who is
the
Oscar?
comments about
Google.
5 times
Who
already.
is Serbian Oscar? Dude, tell me. Wait, what am I googling? Serbian.
He's the manager.
Speech.
He's the manager for Super
No,
Eagle.
Serbian protests.
Serbian protest man.
Yep.
Let's check
Guys,
this out.
one more thing. Venmo me $5,000. I'll go and burn down the Super Ego building. No problem.
No, don't do that, dude. For what, dude?
Bro,
I'm joking. Hey,
I sent you a DM, bro. I sent you a DM. Let's take them all down, dude.
This live
trying
is
to make
fucking
him more
turned into
money.
a fucking hate
Man,
crime, dude, against Serbians.
oh,
The
bro,
live,
I
the live has
love
been
your sense
suspended
of
for
humor,
terrorist
you know?
talks.
Hey, okay, but Serbian protest what, dude? Man doesn't work, dude. So what else am I? Serbian
Yep.
protest.
Now, Serbian protests, and look whose name is constantly bringing up.
Nobody's, bro.
Are
Nobody.
you sure?
Yeah.
guys,
Bro, just say his fucking
So
name,
I'm
dude.
Serbian.
Jesus Christ, dude.
it's
But
Vucic,
most of
Alexander
Then,
Vucic.
okay?
What's up?
Alexander
see that-
Vucic, the president of the Serbia, and his brother Andrej Vucic. They are like the owners of the Super Ego and everything. Those guys that you see on the news,
Allegedly,
Alexander
they're
Mehmet.
not tied directly. We can't lie. They can't. Well, not lie, but we can't.
That's
Allegedly,
the
they're yes.
Oscar.
I mean, that company is owned by their stepbrother.
By their stepbrother.
So, yeah, something like that. Like not like yes, half brother or something. They are family tied,
Okay.
and yeah. So they started. I don't know how long ago, but the president took a lot of money from the Serbian government and invested in the trucks. So that's why they have like I don't know. Some people say 4,000, some people say 10,000, some people say 5,000 trucks. Doesn't matter, but they have a lot of trucks.
And only a third
They
of them are
hire
insured,
anybody.
allegedly.
Yeah,
I
they
see
hire
something
anybody.
here.
SAP drivers, like drug addicts and everything. I had one driver, an SAP
Hey, this-
driver, who was on
This
crystal
Vucic
meth.
guy says death to JEWS.
Oh, boy.
You mess with them, you got problems.
Yeah, bro. Don't be.
Yeah,
listen,
that's
Yeah,
government is mafia
anybody
here.
Serbian or Jewish, bro, and they're looking to fucking open up trucking companies under different Polish companies' names so you don't get caught. Listen, I'm just saying the show's taking investments, bro. That's all I'm saying. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Oh shoot, Trump! Trump ain't gonna be happy about that messing with Israel.
I'm upset with Trump right now, so it's okay, dude. I'm not messing with him. I'm trying to take
Actually-
investments.
For legal reasons, we are making a live because we want to write a science fiction book.
That's
Not
right.
to know this.
We're writing a fucking action-packed trucking movie, dude, that involves
Yeah.
drug trafficking and a third insured trucks. Okay, well, sorry, hold on. So somebody tell me who the fuck is this protest, man? I can't find it. I keep Googling it, and it's taken away from the live, dude.
I got two
The
names,
people
Vucic
are-
and Mimic.
But that we
Yeah,
already
the
talked
people
about
are
that.
protesting the government here, the president.
Yeah, no,
And,
no, he's saying the guy
basically-
behind the protest. No, but Mimic, we figured out is the fucking fall guy, right? So allegedly, supposedly, he's the fall guy. And then
Yeah.
you got the president and his little fucking brother, but they're the fucking puppets for another
That's
guy.
the
So-
Oscar.
yeah, so who the fuck is Oscar, bro? Just say the fucking name, dude.
That's the Oscar.
Look at the comments. Say
Wait.
Ellie. I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Is his real name Oscar?
Alexander.
No.
Mimic.
But I thought Mimic was the fall guy the whole time. You guys are telling me. So now I'm confused.
He was a fall guy. He is a fall guy. First two guys, Alexander, Andre.
Those are the godsons of Oscar, right? That's what
No,
you're saying.
those are the Oscars.
Oh,
That's
they're
the
the
Oscar.
Oscars. Oh, okay. So okay. Damn, you had me thinking there's somebody above them, bro. You fucking threw me off, dude. Now my whole movie
Bro.
script's fucked up, dude. Look what you did,
Yeah,
dude.
bro, but do you know the law? Like, I cannot speak against the leaders. and so
You're not
forth.
speaking against them, bro.
So-
We're writing a movie, bro. That's nothing happened. We're all good.
Exactly, but prove that in the court in Serbia. Come on.
Go to Poland,
Coming
bro.
to a theater
Court
near
is a joke.
you.
Well, you in America, you're free.
Go to Poland, bro. I'll send you a care
you
package
got-
over there, bro. You'll be all right, bro.
If you have enough good connections here in Serbia, you can get away with anything. I mean, literally
Yeah,
anything.
not all Oscars, bro.
In all honesty, like a movie would be amazing, about all this shit.
It would,
Like a
bro. It'd be
group
like
of
a badass
drivers,
trucking movie. It'd
like-
be better
Yeah, it
than
would, it
fucking
would,
Over the
definitely.
top, bro. Fuck
Y'all
over
gonna
the
see
top.
me in that
definitely,
motherfucker
man.
for sure.
A group of fucking drivers had enough,
No, Mondo's only gonna be in there at the end when the fucking feds raid the place and it's Thursday and he misses 2 checks instead of 1. And then you're gonna be
You gonna see me walking out the
you're gonna
door.
be in your truck crying, bro. That's the only part you get, bro.
That would be fucking awesome, dude.
You're like, fuck, 2 checks, not
That
1,
would be
bro.
a great movie, dude. Honestly.
Bro, we got everything, bro. We got trafficking, we got fucking
Yeah.
money laundering, we got fucking military guys at fucking trucking offices, bro.
Start using ChatGPT to make the plot.
Were they
Come on.
stealing freight too, bro? If they do that now, we got a fucking Fast and Furious
yeah.
meets fucking
No, I
Scarface
don't think that
meets
they were doing
Godfather.
that. I don't think.
They were under the worst MC possible. If some naive broker sells it to them and they're already on do not use list, they will steal the freight. That's not a problem.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
I
They
say a
also
lot
got
lizards.
They also got the brokerage companies a lot.
They also
Like,
got
I
what?
don't know if you've seen,
You say a lot
Bobby,
lizards.
Mr. Bobby, I don't know if you've seen on the load board like brokers
Grey
named
Falcon.
Grey Falcon, for example.
Oh, that's theirs?
You might have seen. Yeah, that's theirs.
Okay.
For
And I
example,
heard
yeah,
Jake
that's
Trans
super
too is
illegal
theirs too, right?
company.
Jake Trans? Is that another one or no?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No.
So, yeah, there's a couple sketchy ones out there.
PAM
I won't
Transport
use.
might be the one.
Which one?
I think the PAM Transport is is associated with them.
Pam Transport? The big Pam Transport? No way.
Yep.
I don't know, but that's what I've heard here, and they have offices here in Serbia also hiring people to work for them.
Yeah, because they're, dude,
I
you'd be
mean, I-
surprised. Like, fucking unlimited carrier, bro. That was a big, I don't know what nationality they are, but they're a huge ass thing. They bought fucking, they bought a really big fucking, like, it was like a freight forwarder, like a customer, NC or some shit like that. They bought them out. Like, dude, these guys are making some
CW,
big
bro.
moves, bro. Putting some money in some fucking big places, man. Like,
CW as well.
Hey,
I-
CW.
I should've
right,
stuck with my-
CW carriers.
CW
should've
just
stuck with my
screwed me up,
Serbian
bro.
friends,
I
dude.
posted a truck for fucking tomorrow. The dude called me about a load. He said, "Oh, the truck's gonna be empty 6 a.m." I said, "Yeah, I booked a load with him." And then they sent me a rate confirmation for today. I didn't even notice. And they called me back. Is your truck at the pickup? I'm like,
Super
pickup.
Eagle, yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? So yeah, because he was from Serbia. The guy that sold me the load. He called me actually. I didn't want to record it because I didn't like tell him, so I didn't record the conversation. But he was like, I asked him just out of curiosity, I'm like, so what do you think about this whole Super Ego shit, bro? And he started spilling some beans too and shit. But
I mean, everybody
Ego
knows
files.
everything here.
what's up?
Also, I'm allegedly BMM also, the brokerage
Exactly.
company,
Also heard that.
is associated
Yeah, but-
with Super Eagle.
Just so you know, Bobby, like dispatchers never had any contact with the brokerage companies from Super Ego. Like we never intervened. They're in a completely different offices, and they're trying to not to not meet us at whatever cost.
Oh, they try not to
Because-
use you, you said?
No, they're trying for people in the dispatch service to meet with the brokers or even know where they are
Okay.
or even know who they are. So they're trying to really keep it shush, and the thing is that us that have been dispatchers for a few years already know who these guys are and already know where they're located and so forth. But these guys are so freaking powerful that you cannot do anything to them. Like anything, legally speaking, you can't do anything to them.
Well, that's why they're going across this, like, to the brokers or to the carriers, you're saying?
Both.
I mean, I don't know the carrier. I think the carrier are gonna get this shit done with the safety shit, bro. I think they're gonna go after that.
Like there's so many companies from the same Oscar guy that you're not even aware of. Like Super Ego is only part of it. It's
And
only
a lot of them know
part
each
of it,
other.
trust me.
They all know each other, dude.
But yeah, I mean, they're all they're all part of the same fucking. Yeah, I wonder if they even know, like, fucking, like, they're part of this shit without
sure.
even like knowing.
I'm sure.
No, I'm talking about like the people that work there. I'm not talking about like the people running the shit. You know what I mean? Because I mean, obviously the people running the shit are probably obviously they know, but like the people that are just working there. Because like you're saying, like even like these freight brokerages, you know what I mean? But you know, these are all just investments, money getting spread everywhere. I wonder if those brokerages are taking those loads off these fucking load boards that these brokers have with them and then selling them. I wonder if that's what's happening.
Yo, a question here. Like, are there going to be a whole bunch of trucks that are going to be seized and stuff like that? You know, because
I mean, depends what
I'm
happens.
down to buy
bro.
some trucks.
Depends what
You
happens.
will have way more loads. That's. For
I
sure.
just want to know why ego getting put out there when you got companies like Swift, Western Express.
They
That's
become-
that's scamming drivers,
Well,
bro.
they're
You
putting-
go over there, that's 45
That's
cents
true,
a mile.
man.
Well, they're
That's
putting.
true.
they're
That's
Come on,
another
that's
way that they
highway
scam the
robbery.
drivers, man.
Because
TMC.
There was. I don't even think it was a scam in the driver.
Western.
Bro. I really think it was more because fucking because of that safety shit, bro. Like Western, all that stuff, they care about their safety. You know what I mean? Like they're on that shit. This is like, dude. These
But
guys
they
would-
paying their drivers 45 cents a mile.
Yeah.
Slave. It's it's slave wages, dude. So
Man, what?
if the freaking drivers don't get like scammed by these companies like Swift and all these big guys, then like they get messed up, you know, with all these quote unquote Russian companies and all these other companies that okay, cool, you might make some money here and there, but then boom, you're fucked, you know, driving 5,000 miles just to be in a negative. You know what I mean? Like it sucks, dude. But there are good companies out there, man. There are good companies. Like the last one that where I was, it wasn't perfect, but dude, they were good people, man. I would definitely recommend people to go there.
But a lot of
go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah, and anyways, and I've only worked with Balkan people, and like I honestly wouldn't work with anybody else. I like their work ethic, the way they do things, you know, a little bit under the table here and there, but they get it done. And it just like Bobby was saying, just like anything, you know, there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad. But I'd rather work with them than these American companies that are gonna like treat you like just one number and then pay you 60 cents because you have 30 years of
And then
experience.
drive 2,000 miles a week, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's some loser shit. No, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
It's either you making too much money or you ain't making none at all.
Yeah. Well,
So
dude,
where
like
we
I
gonna
said-
meet in the middle?
Yeah. Okay, listen, guys, I gotta get off, bro. We almost been hour and 42 minutes. All right, I gotta get off and do some stuff, man.
Battery's dead as
All
well.
right,
What an interesting live, bro.
It was good. It was good.
this
I think next one
entertaining.
we're gonna start doing market updates again. We have to dedicate 2 lives to this craziness, bro, because there's just too much shit going on. Unless some other breaking news happens, we're gonna have to dedicate another. To first, I messed up my lives with the Indian scandal because fucking I had to step away from the market updates. That was like 2 weeks worth of fucking content for the lies, bro. Now we got the Serbs fucking we're holding their fucking beer. They're showing us what the fuck is going on. So we'll see what happens. But
Yeah,
you guys
so
have a
I
good
mean,
one, bro.
if I get shot, I'll keep you guys posted. Don't
Awesome,
worry.
bro. Thank you for jumping on,
me
man.
too, guys.
Later.
Hey, one more thing, Mr. Bobby.
What's
in
up?
Serbia,
problem.
in Serbia, we have a thing that we say in trucking companies and everything. You don't work with Serbs.
You don't
So
work the
if a
service?
Serbian brokerage, yeah, if a Serbian brokerage calls you up, you just hang up. You don't work with them.
Damn, dude.
Even we as the Serbs, we don't work with each other because we know that everybody is into some shit.
Serbian crime. Well, that's fucked up, dude. All right, guys.
Yeah, that's
Same.
fucked up.
Have a good one. I'm
10-4,
outta here.
Thanks for the
guys.
heads up. All right,
Yeah,
till
yeah,
next
yeah.
time, people.
Goodbye.
Peace.
10-4.